How does it feel to be back?
Feels good. Feels really good. I think it feels really good because I had time off, and look, I thought it was probably going to be 12 months. It was 6 or so in the end, but yeah, I think the main thing is I feel it was enough to just feel back.
You said you needed a break. Was that enough of a break?
Yeah, it was. I mean, if this happened back in like Melbourne, I would have said, of course I'm going to say yes, but deep down I'd be like, I could do with just a little bit more time to keep kind of, letting everything, I don't know, overflow a little bit more. But yeah, it was probably, I know like Monaco watching qualifying, I was like, I was starting to feel it again. And anyway, so it's been enough.
How does the feeling compare to sitting down with Christian in Mexico last year when you're probably at your lowest point to now standing here again?
Yeah, it's like these, I don't know, it all feels, firstly I'm very, I said it when we sat there in Mexico, I was like, I'm like very appreciative of you guys even sitting with me now and just taking the time, and just to be back in the family, and that I am very grateful because, look, a year ago I wasn't sure what was going to happen or where I'd be and if I'd get to race again. So there's just like a lot of things where I feel, just happy, content, and very happy to be back in this environment.
You are joining a team that's 10th in the championship. We know that the facts are there. But was that even a factor in your decision, the performance of the car you're getting into?
A year ago it was, but now, and I think definitely after getting, I know it was a very good car, the Red Bull last week, but just jumping back in the car, it just felt like, like I'm ready again, and this is an opportunity. Who knows if I'll ever get another one, and this opportunity could lead to something else. So it didn't really take me long to realize it all made sense, and I was ready to take it on.
Is it beat Yuki or bust for the rest of this season?
No, well, I haven't heard that, but look, I've been in Red Bull a long time, and of course your best measure is your teammate, of course. So I'm aware that that's something they'll always watch. But look, of course, yes, I would love to, but as you said, 10th in the championship is not where I'm sure they want to be, and now that I'm here, it's not where we want to be. So if I can also contribute to development of the car and use some of my experience to help push both of us forward, and then we see who does it on track. You
lost out to Oscar last year. He took your seat in the McLaren. So can you empathise with how Nick must be feeling right now?
Yeah, I can, and this is, look, maybe it's my age as well, and kind of been around the block a little bit, and we've all, like Nick, as an example, he's put his, life's work into this sport, and obviously when you're going for the top of something, not all of us are going to make it, but, it's a harsh environment, but look where I was a year ago, I'm back a year later, so I think, I think it's also now how he gets back up and how he kind of, motivates himself again. And if you ask me, could he ever be on the grid again? I would say, yeah. I think if he wants it, he can find his way back. And I wish him well. I'm sure he'll have some kind of difficult moments over the course of maybe the next few weeks or so, but I think he'll pick himself up.
We heard Christian say that you picked up some bad habits in the time you were away from the team and you're driving, and you've managed to get rid of those in the sim. How much more confident are you now coming into this car? Because you obviously had troubles at Renault and troubles at McLaren getting used to their cars.
I think I look back, the Renault was, I remember the first 3 races of 2019, I was like, and then I think by race 4 it was getting good again. But the McLaren actually started good in Bahrain, and then anyway, but I think that was also why I needed time off, was to probably, shake out some of the, just a bit of the head scratching that was going on. And that, I think, I realize now, took a big hit on my confidence. And, we all think that we're invincible and we're the best, but we all have little cracks or whatever. So, aware of those, and just getting back, the sim was great, but getting back in the car last week, I was like, oh yeah, this just feels right. And I'd had a lot of time off, so it was just went out and drove, and used my ability to have some fun.
Is the Red Bull seat the aim? I mean, it's got to be, I guess, hasn't it, to get back there? How much satisfaction would that give you if you did manage to get back into that team?
Yeah, I mean, like, this already feels like something pretty amazing. So if I was to ever get back in that seat one day, I think it would be like, yeah, I think I said a while ago, like, it'd be like the fairy tale kind of story or ending, and I think it would feel like that. So, but performance, this sport's all about fairy tales, it's about performance. So that's my aim here. Do that and then see where the wind takes me.
Just finally, one last question from me. What was the phone call like and who did it come from?
So Christian was at the test. So we were speaking a bit in person, and then I spoke to Helmut as well. And I was just...
Were you ever tempted to go, oh, I don't know if I want to take this?
Look, the last thing, because over the weekend I was aware that there could be something moving around maybe sooner than I thought, but I needed to drive the car to also know for me, yes, I can still be quick, but also it's still truly what I want to do, and it gives me all those feelings back. And yeah, I did the first run and I was like, yeah. So the second run was a good run, and then I could see they were smiling and they were like, I was like, yeah, let's do this.